Hey, you guys, I figured I'd come back live. Just sitting here hanging out by myself, chilling. Kind of felt bad how abrupt I got off last time, so I figured I'd come back for a little bit and talk to y'all. I also needed about a potty break and to take my medicine. I haven't taken my medicine for a while, and I had been on for 2 hours, so figured I would come back. We'll see if anybody shows up. If not, then I will cut this short. But I just kind of felt bad how fast I got off. And hi, Jackson. I was live earlier, but I just didn't want everybody. Hey, old time vapors. Gosh bless it. See, this is why. Get out from under my blankets. I can't get up for nothing. I had to go to the bathroom. I got off so fast, I realized I hadn't peed in 2 hours, so it was probably best if I took a break, and I'm hanging out at the house still. I got off so fast last time, and I had to go to the bathroom and take my medicine because my ribs are really hurting me today. I don't know. I must have slept wrong last night. But I'm also going to get ready to play some Fortnite because I've added some people. I don't even know what challenges I have today to do or anything like that. Oh, hurts so bad. I want to cry. My Xbox keeps shutting itself off. On the phone. He's upstairs on the phone talking to one of his friends. But yeah, my back's just killing me. So, but yeah, I'm just hanging out down here by myself. We got 2 people, 3 people. Woo woo. Got people watching. I just hated how fast I got off there earlier, and I really did have to go to the bathroom and everything like that. Oh yeah, I did say I was going to call my mother back earlier. I don't have PS4. People keep asking me to add them on PS4. I don't have that. Oh. But yeah, I'm trying to... Well, I've got 3 friends playing Battlefront. Who's all playing? 4 people. Howdy, y'all. That person. Oh, I only have 3 people playing. Okay, well, let me know when you do go live, Jackson, and I'll tune in. I got your notification that you had uploaded a video, so I'm going to watch that next. All right. That's fine, Annie. I'm going to try and go for a little bit longer. I'm just kind of going through my thing right now, my Fortnite. I downloaded a new game earlier. They do. And, you know, my sister and I thought about doing that. Doing tutorials, makeup tutorials. The only difference is she is Mexican. No, you're fine. You are fine. Makeup and fashion, I could do the fashion part. I buy for my mom. I buy her clothes. I take, Jay's mom shopping. I do that for a lot of people. When it comes down to makeup and hair, though, that would be anybody else I know. For some reason, it's really funny. I get with a lot of friends and family. And I'm the Barbie doll, like the Barbie heads that they used to sell where you could do the makeup and hair. That's pretty much me. And so that's why I always sit here. It's getting dark in here. That's why I haven't personally done one yet. But so we'll see if this will load. Awesome. And I can go live with you too, Jackson. Jackson is my little cousin. He is, oh, actually, I wanted to show you this, Jackson. I've had this since you were born. Well, obviously, but I bought this picture frame just because of that. Oh, my ribs. This is Jackson when he was a baby. You can't really see it because of the glare. There you go. And then there's me. That's my senior picture. That is also me when I was a little girl. See? Same nose. Just so you guys know. Same nose. Same nose. See it? Same nose. But that's also his mom, her senior picture. So I have, yeah. 24-hour what? No, I'm not doing 24-hour live stream. I'm just getting ready to do Fortnite. Did your person come and go? You're welcome, Jackson. Always. So you're free to come over, Conquistador. Right? I have no idea. Sometimes I get confused. That was the picture I was looking for when that kid kept asking me if my nose was real, my forehead was real. Like, I'm still, my hair color's changed. My hair color's not real. Conquistador. Jackson is one of my buddies. Him and I used to hang out. I have this picture. I took him in the store when he was younger. Sorry, Jackson, I know. When he was well, then hurry up and eat. You normally eat here too, so come on. Get over here, Conquistador. But when Jackson was younger, him and I, we went into Walgreens. I don't even know why we were at Walgreens, but we went to Walgreens, and I was like, you know what? You're my buddy. This was right before I moved to Tennessee. So, like, you know what? We're not going to be around each other a lot, but I'm going to take you in. So this is when he first started walking, and I was holding his hand, and he was walking around. I was like, all right, pick out any candy. He grabbed, like, M&Ms, I think, or something like that. Or, no, he got a sucker. That's what it was, because he was too young for something that small. So he got, like, a sucker. And I got him a big bottle, like the twist top Gatorades. It was so cute. He was so small lifting that thing. Oh, I'll never forget that. It was so adorable. Jackson's really the first baby I had been around. He's the first kid I've known, like, practically his whole life. Jackson, I think I even have a picture. I have lots of pictures of you and your mom on my Facebook. Oh, what's this? Oh. Where? Oh, wow. I play Fortnite on Xbox One. We have PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, but I don't play the PlayStation 4. We have Xbox 360. I have the Xbox One. We have the original Xbox. We have Sega, Nintendo, Atari. We have Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I have a Nintendo DS. I can't remember them all, but we have a lot of them. Jackson actually just played his first Sega game, and I was really, really proud of him. He beat that first level. And I was so proud because it took me a while playing it to beat it. Yeah, I know your Xbox 360 is broken. Yeah, we've got the Game Genies. I was trying to just remember consoles. That's a thing. I'm having a hard time remembering all the consoles, Cookiestador. You would know better than I do. I didn't have all those when I was a kid. Growing up, we had an Atari, the Pong Atari with the two knobs on it. That was it. I don't even think there was an on-off switch. I think you just plugged it in and went. I actually do have a picture of Jackson. See, drinking his water or his drink. I still can't remember all of the game consoles. I just know what I have. The Game Boy Color, the Nintendo DS, and all that. I just got back on. I had to take a little bit of a potty break and everything. H2O. I have a vape set. I do vape occasionally, but I don't think mentally I'm ready to quit yet. I do like to vape. I do prefer to vape. My health is a lot better when I'm vaping. However, it doesn't last very long, maybe a week. And then I get stressed out and I want a real cigarette. So, and I've tried the patches. The patches give me nightmares. I said Gatorade. Where did I say Gatorade? I don't remember saying Gatorade. I know, Jackson. And I'll always tune in on yours. Oh. Oh! Gotcha. Little slow. I was like, I said Gatorade. I forgot I was even talking about his Gatorade. That was another reason I'm losing my focus. So that was another reason I was getting off earlier, was because I started. Bull! So there's going to be a scheduled maintenance on Fortnite at 4 a.m. April 5th. And Fortnite will be unable to play. What's the new mode? They have a new mode available? High explosives. I still have to play a match with a friend. And I need it to do an SM. What is an SMG again? I don't know. I still need that SMG elimination, Cookiestador. So come over and get it for me. Por favor. I'm the only one that got one. So far, I still haven't even beat that one yet. I need to play. I want to play. Small machine gun. Well, then get over here and get it for me. See, you know what you're looking for. I don't. Is it small or submachine gun? Quit eating and start typing. No, I'm kidding. I need to get out of that. Upstairs on phone. with some, I can't remember who right now. Can I play Fortnite? Oh, okay. Oh, it's like the guest labels it. What? Yes, I can play Fortnite. I have Fortnite up right now, Jackson. On my wrong TV. Right there. That's my Fortnite right now. Conquistador. Shut up. I do not. Lies. Lies. But yes, I can play. Alright, yeah. Little devil. Get over here and get it for me. Conquistador, help me. Oh, wow. Goodness. I could imagine. I could imagine. And I know smoking is absolutely horrible for you. My dad quit cold turkey 5-6 years ago. Hey, I leaked in my boxers everywhere. But my dad did quit smoking years ago. I understand that it's unhealthy for you. I should have never started, of course, peer pressure. Unfortunately. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Yeah, my dad's 55, I think. Something like that. But he quit smoking a couple years ago, cold turkey. My great grandma, who just passed away, God rest her soul, she quit cold turkey. Had to have been about 10 years ago, because I know I was smoking at 18 and she was smoking then, so almost 10 years ago she had quit smoking. When she got her pacemaker, I think, is when she quit smoking. A lot of people, my grandma Jean actually quit smoking cold turkey. A lot of people can do it. I'm just not ready. My family has to be ready. We have to be able to say, hey, I'm just done smoking. And then we just do. We just all do it cold turkey. And that's, an easy thing for my family to do. But unfortunately, I just can't. It is. It is it's a hard task to do. And you have to have the strength and the willpower to do it. And I just think at this point I don't. Yeah, Jackson, you're young. You're really young. I'm 28. And I know I should quit smoking, and it's a horrible thing. And I gave in to peer pressure. And, well, it wasn't even peer pressure. I peer pressured the person, but oh well, to give me the cigarette. I wanted to be cool. I know how old you are, Jackson. I know exactly when you were born. I'm the same age, or Jackson is? But I've been cutting back. I smoke about a half pack a day. Oh wow. I'm actually older than my father was. My dad's the oldest person in both sides of my family. Yeah. I find it's easier. Wait. I didn't. I started because of a boy I wanted to impress. That's all it was. My family I was raised with two smokers. I have two younger brothers, one of which smokes, which is the baby. The middle child does not smoke at all. There's no smoking on his property. He's very against cigarettes, which is funny. He's very against cigarettes, but yet he'll drink nonstop. But the guy I was trying to impress was actually slightly younger than me. He was actually in my grade, but he was only like 3 months younger than me. Oh my goodness, that is way too much. Woo! 60 cigarettes a day? That's 3 packs. Here, anyway. I don't know. I noticed that I'm starting to have a hard time breathing, but I need to stop one day. Right? Yeah, and see, old timers vapes, I was kind of the same way. My youngest brother is a little bit crazier than I am, the baby of the family. And then the middle child, I'm the oldest of 3. The middle, he doesn't really touch anything. I mean, he'll drink coffee, he'll drink, soda and stuff like that. He doesn't have a very healthy diet, but to touch cigarettes, he won't do it. He won't even dip nothing. Oh, goodness. What story? Was I in the middle of a story? I'm sorry. I lose my thoughts really bad. I don't know if it's because of my ribs right now, but yeah, and I agree, Annie. Was I in the middle of the story though, Annie? I'm trying to remember. I have a hard time when it comes to work. Yeah. Yeah, and that's because it's a fine line we walk when it comes to working in the medical field with the HIPAA and stuff. So I think right. But like the thing is like I'll get talking about something and then I'll start overthinking it. And then while I'm thinking about it, I lose absolutely everything. Your mom smoked when, Jackson? Ian. But yeah, I get into talking about it. I love my job, don't get me wrong. It gets hard though. Because we have there HIPAA is such a fine line. It really is. And so I have a hard time not crossing that boundary and saying stuff that I probably shouldn't. I don't want to lose my license by any means, and I'm not trying to violate anybody's privacy. And with my town being as small as it was, I don't want anybody to think that I was talking about them or anything like that. I'd have to say my first facility was honestly, I loved it there. It was one of the best. Jackson's mom and I used to work together there. She actually got me into the medical field. Oh, I love my job. Don't get me wrong. I've had 2 people that it was extremely, extremely rewarding to take care of. One being 20. Well, no, I take that back. I have had one that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. Oh, no. See, that's not even my problem. I won't start talking about something random or unrelated. It was, oh, I remember that. I remember that, Jackson. You're right. But my problem is I'll start questioning what I'm saying, and in my head it gets all jumbled up, and I can't even, it'll just get so jumbled up it like gets thrown away. Yeah. And I want to say I was telling you guys a story about one of the girls I had worked with, and she was pulling patches off the patients and eating them. I think that's where I was going with that before. I had been interrupted and completely lost track of what I was saying anyway. And I did have to go to the bathroom so bad. I had realized I had been on here for 2 hours, and normally I go to the bathroom every 15 to 30 minutes. So the fact that I had been on here for 2 hours and not gone to the bathroom, plus I needed medicine. So I hated getting off as abruptly as I was. My whole mind was gone. It was, I had to go to the bathroom. I needed my medicine. I shouldn't say pills like that. Right? I want to say that's what I was trying to tell you before. I think that's what I was going to say. But I don't know if it's like my lungs, I can't catch my breath because of my ribs or whatever. But you can see my stutters coming out a little bit. I get very jumbled up in what I'm saying. I don't speak as fast and as clearly. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. And one girl got fired. Oh, no, I know exactly what I was talking to you about now. 2 people, abandonment of patients. Yeah, I get very flustered in what I'm saying. And at times it does get, it gets to a point where I want to cry because I can't forget. I don't think so. My O2 stats are between 92 and 97%. If I had a collapsed lung, I think they'd be, roughly 50% because only one lung would be working. But I'm hoping I'm not getting pneumonia. So when I took it earlier, it was 98. I have to sit up. If I lay down, it's 92. So I think lack of oxygen could be partially why I'm getting so confused in my thoughts and my speech. Yeah, right now it's sitting at 99, but my pulse is 107. I have very bad tachycardia. Yeah, it really hurts to breathe. But yeah, I've got a 99% pulse ox. So far, no pneumonia, no collapsed lung, but I like that. I like that because that's exactly how I feel. And I think that's partially why I get so flustered in my thinking and everything is because I have a hard time catching my breath. It feels like I'm running all the time. Oh, that's why my ribs are hurting. Oh, I had a cell phone in them. Honestly, I think that's what I did. I think I dislocated the floating ribs from my spine. That's what happened. I had a really bad accident a couple years ago. What's pleurisy? I don't know what that is. But a lot of the pain is in my back next to my spine, but it also wraps around, but it's mostly my floating ribs that are hurting. So I just try to stay, as still as possible because of I don't want them to shift and puncture. I don't want them. I'm very careful. I had a very bad accident and I had injured them prior. I was 20 when it happened. So, all right, Jackson, you have a good night and sleep well, hon. Love you. So I think that's partially why I get so wrapped up in stuff. I can't think, I can't process. I should probably take off my sunglasses. It is almost 8 o'clock. Hello, David Beach. So I'm just hanging out at the house, trying to. They're starting to hurt real bad. I took some Tylenol, and all that. No, I don't have them bandaged right now. I have to get them bandaged. I haven't had them. Jackson, I'm going to play Fortnite in a little bit. Not right now yet. I've got to get some medicine in my system here in a minute. I will be streaming it later. I hope that's not what it is. But see, the thing is I don't trust doctors. That's why I haven't been to the doctor yet. I know what cracked ribs feel like because I've had them before. But the problem is they will, but even with the tape, you risk getting pneumonia even more because you can't get as deep breaths in. You can't expand your chest cavity as well as you need to. And then if you wrap them too tight, then you also risk puncturing your lung. My mom had no, Jackson, not yet. I will post another one so you'll have it for tomorrow. I've been playing a lot of TV games because some places do. Especially if you're going to be going to work. They will like for CNAs, they will wrap them. They will wrap your ribs because you do a lot of heavy lifting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my mom had her neck fused and her tailbone fused. So I completely understand. I am so sorry you had to go through that. That is something painful and something that'll cause you a little bit of pain for a while. No, Jackson, not yet. I still have to eat dinner too. Yeah, they'll. Oh, dry needling. Oh, goodness. Oh, I've heard dry needle therapy does actually hurt worse. I've heard that. I've never had it tried, but you said somebody said I might need to get it checked, but I would, but I've had such bad. All right, Jackson, night, honey. I would have it checked, but I don't really trust the doctors I've seen down here. I don't trust a lot of doctors actually, so I'm not going to go to them. They had sent me back to work with C. diff. They had also wouldn't test me for diabetes when I asked them to. I had gone in, I hadn't drank anything in at least 12 hours. I hadn't eaten anything in 12 hours. And when I walked in, I had just woken up and it was 150. My sugar was. So, I've been doing that heat and cold. I've been alternating, even though it hurts, I have to, something's got to give, I try everything that way. When I if I do eventually break down and go to the hospital, I could say I've tried everything. Now it's your turn. Fix me. Unfortunately, they just don't. They sent, I could have lost my license for them sending me back to work. I did, however, report them and everything because it was unfair. I know the rules on C. diff. You cannot get past the CNA with C. diff. You just can't. That's not something you do. And he had tried. He tried. He thought I didn't know the laws, and he thought I didn't know, and thought I was trying to avoid going back to work. Oh yeah. This bed was made by him. I don't mind sleeping all the time, but I haven't gone. No, I love sleeping. It's just, I'm just sorry, Ian. I was trying to understand what you were saying. But if you're hurting the baby, maybe you should let you go and rest. I've been resting. That's the problem. I just lay here and play video games, and it just, it doesn't help. The doctors, I think, would rather see that veterinarians care more about their patients, and doctors would rather wait and see. Is that what you're saying? I like sleep, but it's just, I understand. I have, yeah, I've been doing little things. I try to do little things to keep me moving. Playing Yahtzee on my phone, on Facebook, just doing little things. Trying to do a little bit of physical therapy to kind of help me move. Huh, never heard of it. The only thing we can get over here is Tylenol, ibuprofen, stuff like that. You can't, naproxen, Aleve, Advil. Right? That's what I thought you were saying. Veterinarians care more about their doctors, and I completely agree, or care more about their patients, and I completely agree with you. Veterinarians do care way more about their patients. Granted, they don't also have to listen to their patients complain all the time. I know that much. If I cough up blood, I'm immediately going to the emergency room. I just think I'm going to be sore for about a week or two more. This is just painful.
Oh, you live again?
Oh my gosh. I tell you what, I've had some really good experiences with vets around here. I had this one vet, took Peanut did. He had this, I mean, they do, but it's not like they're constantly, well, you don't know how to do your job. Give me pain pills. You know, they're not the addicted ones. The one vet I had for Peanut, it was freaking awesome. He was amazing. I took him in. I thought, no, that wasn't the ghost. Outside, please.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I understand. That's the deal.
I don't know. See, and this is why I get so flustered and I cannot think of what I'm saying. So I've got to leave this room. I can't concentrate when there's more than one voice going on. So I will sit in my hallway until he's done. No, it's not your fault. The first vet. Okay, what I was trying to say. Peanut's face. Oh, right, Ian? I don't think so. But Peanut's face, the one vet I had, his face was so swollen. And for a while, he had been just licking. And we're like, what in the world is going on with this dog? Dog, stop it. So his face started swelling really, 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 really bad. And so I finally got him into the vet, got him set. Yeah, doctors don't. I've had the same one for 6 years and he didn't remember me. But there was, his face was swollen, so I took him in. We all thought it was an abscess tooth. Had no idea what was going on. His breath stunk. Couldn't figure it out. Took him in. Vet thought the same thing. So we got him. He said he's going to need emergency surgery tomorrow. So bring him in at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we'll get his surgery set up. All right, that's cool. So we set up his surgery, and when we did, I got him back, and they had taken a stick out of his mouth that had been lodged across it. I have pictures of it on my Facebook that he had, and it was up in the group, so you couldn't see it. All you could see was this little piece like sticking out of his gums over here. And we're like, I thought it was just like a toy, like a plastic toy or something that he got stuck there. And then I was like, well, maybe it's an abscess tooth. Couldn't figure it out. Oh, I just felt so horrible for him. Got him in, and they had taken out. He's been fine ever since. It completely missed the tooth. Didn't even crack it. Nothing. The doctor was surprised. He's like, this has been in there for probably a good at least 2 to 3 weeks. And he said, did he ever stop eating? I said, does he look like he stopped eating? He was 42.6 pounds. And when we took him in, he hadn't lost any weight. He was still eating. He was still drinking, never acted like it affected him. It swelled up. 2 days later, he was in surgery, got it pulled out, was eating the same exact day. It was the craziest thing. For the immediate appointment that day to get him seen by the vet, plus the surgery, we paid like $175 total for emergency surgery. And then he's like, I'm going to give him pain medicine, when he's done, because we thought he was going to have a tooth removed. We thought it was abscessed. So he's like, he just had that stick removed. That's all it was. He wasn't having problems before. I don't think you need pain medicine, so I'm not going to give it to you. If you'd like it, you can have it, but I don't suggest it or recommend it. And I was like, wow, you're a good vet. Like, you didn't try and push something on me that I didn't need. You told me the truth. And that was one thing I really liked about him. I had to tell you that good story about a good veterinarian. Because that was the scariest moment of my life. My dogs have never needed emergency surgery. I had no idea what was happening. Yeah, that's the truth, David. If it had been you, your general practitioner would have likely referred you to a podiatrist, right? Completely. No, and it was an emergency surgery. So, like, normally I'm thinking, just $200 just for the emergency surgery the next day. Like, the very next morning. He went in at 2 o'clock a Tuesday night, and was in surgery 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. And I
came walking out so happy.
He was, oh my gosh, it was wonderful. I mean, just not to be spending an arm and a leg. I thought it was going to be like at roughly $500 altogether. I really did, but it didn't cost me. He got his rabies shot. He got everything. He was good to go. But yeah, David, it has to be their idea to give you something. Otherwise, they won't give it to you. I had gotten bit by a brown recluse, not last year, but the year before. And I went to the doctor. I asked for antibiotics. I got bit by something. I need antibiotics. I will show you where I got bit. And they gave me half. I actually needed 2 different antibiotics, and she only gave me half of them. That was a funny shit. Oh, I bet not. Right? Oh my gosh. It'd been a $45 copay and then a bunch of zeros after that. Yeah, Jay got a rabies shot too. Brown recluse spider. They are a very poison.
No. Rabies got a J shot.
Shut up. A brown recluse is a spider. Do not change my subjects. And it is a very scary spider.
Aggressive.
It is very poisonous. And it is not my friend.
And they are aggressive.
They're very aggressive. And very frisky, apparently. Very frisky. Evie knows firsthand how frisky they are. Yeah, I got bit by one, and I'm... Oh, my gosh, your kid almost lost a... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Annie, you don't know how scared I am now. Like, a couple weeks before, I was telling a friend of mine, you know, look, I know I can't go commando because I'm afraid. I can't have kids, right? Cannot have my own children. And I was like, I'm afraid if I can't even have a human baby, I'm going to have a spider baby. The spider's going to crawl up there. And so I always have clothes on. And that day just happened to be, we were swimming outside. I had bikini bottoms on, and then I had shorts over top of those. I was petting a dog sitting on the ground, and spider crawled up and said hi in a not so nice way. He did not go in. I can say that much. The doctor, however, said, you're very lucky that I didn't. So I'm very, very, very cautious about what I wear and where I sit. Because especially going to the doctor, I went to the doctor, like I said, it was probably like Wednesday or Thursday, I think. Went into the doctor. I was like, hey, I need antibiotics. She gave me one antibiotic and I think some pain medicine or something. Went back. I had to go to the hospital the very next day because I was so sick. My body quit fighting it after 2.5 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. My body quit fighting the venom and it was starting to kill me, essentially. I couldn't breathe. I was puking. I was very, very, very ill. They gave me nausea medicine. They gave me pain medicine because I couldn't sit. They gave me antibiotics. I got a thumbs up for that. It did eventually go away, but it had spread, like the swelling, and you know how swelling gets hot and everything, that just means infection. It was all the way down to my knees on both sides. So they were very concerned, and I learned very fast that when you have something like that, you don't want it to happen again because then every doctor's really going to come in and watch you. I had that happen. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness he still has his foot. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Right? I'm hoping that I sat on him and squashed him, like I just moved the right way and then I squashed him after he bit me. That's just what I'm hoping for. Piper, you keep walking over the beef jerky. That's what she's looking for. But yeah, that was my brown recluse experience 2 years ago. It was very, very disturbing. Every single doctor came in. Every nurse came in to view it. And being a CNA, of course, I was like, yeah, you guys go ahead. I know it's a medical oddity. I would have wanted to see too. So, you know, it didn't bother me too much, but it was very awkward knowing that the position it was. Because not very many people can say that's where they were bit, but it's not a fun ordeal. I don't suggest getting bit by a brown recluse ever. I've always been afraid of spiders, but that definitely reinforced my leg limits. Minimum 2 legs, maximum 4 legs. So. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, it would sound legit, I would assume. Oh, I knew what you said. It looks like or not from here. But when I squint, I can see that it says or nor. Oh wow, we did just another hour live stream. Holy moly. Yeah, it was funny. I actually met one of my friends when I got bit by the brown recluse. I went to work and I was helping her out or whatever, and I kept telling her, I was like, hey, I think I was working half a shift. I was like, I think I got bit by a mosquito down there, so I'm going to have to scratch. It did. It really did. Time did go by fast. Yeah, probably. Dang it, I forgot what I was saying. See, this happens to me a lot. I start reading and then I'll lose my track or something like that. But yeah, that was one of the most odd times of my life. Oh, thank you, David. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good night. That eye tooth catches me every time. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it is about an hour. Goodness gracious. That is insane. Oh, yeah. What I was saying was I met a girl, my friend at work. I was working a half shift with her. See, it came back to me at one point. I was working half a shift. I was like, hey, look, I'm sorry. You know, I think I got bit by a mosquito. So I might be taking care of something. I ended up going home. I was like, I can't do this. I went home. I was like, look, this is an issue. Hi, David Blakely. The other David B. But yeah, so I was working with her. That was the first incident. I told her, I was like, I'm sorry. I don't know what I got bit by. I felt bad. You know, you just started. I think I was training her. And then, yeah, it was a very awkward moment. But now we're friends. You know, and those are the people that you normally end up friends with anyways, when you have an awkward, like, meet cute or whatever you want to call it. Those always end up being my friends. Like, my friend Tori, I told her I didn't even like her name. The first thing I did, sorry, girl, don't like the name Victoria. And she goes, but that's my name. My bad. You want to be best friends? Sure. Cool. We were friends for 5 years. It was a pretty strong relationship, too. I knew this soda would last me all day. It'll last me a full 12-hour shift at work. And it's only $1. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I'm just hanging out here. Oh my God. Exactly, an all-day soda. And it's cheaper. Evie, don't start worrying until you have to put your name on your mirror so you know who you're looking at. Oh, goodness. I think my grandma's there. I have one grandma left, and oh, love her to death. But I think that's where I get some of my ditziness from. I love her. You guys, my controller keeps getting mad at me because I've had my Xbox on all day and I haven't even played it yet. I've been surfing through stuff because I want to play, but yes, I get the 44-ounce sodas. It's like $1.27 or something like that, and it lasts me all day. Oh, goodness. Well, I have actually been on here for 2.5 hours, you guys. I did not intend to go for another full hour. That would be weird. I never even thought about that. Your PSE. What's a PSE? Oh, your PS3. We don't have one. I have a Xbox One though. But that would be weird having to. But granted, it's the same thing as putting contacts in. Because you take your glasses off and put your contacts in. Hey, they have Mossy Oak. Is it Mossy Oak? I think so. Mossy Oak 44-ounce coffee mugs at Walmart for $10. They will last. They will keep your coffee hot for 6 hours. I have one. I love it. Of Pong. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I love that mug. It is like my favorite mug. It'll keep your it'll keep your food cold or your drinks cold or hot. Love that mug. It's my best buddy. He travels with me to work. But y'all, I am going to start wrapping this up in probably about 4 minutes. We'll get off here. That way I've done 2.5 hours today. I can't play golf. I've played mini golf and I'm really bad at it. That's why I've never played real golf. Oh, my legs are starting to hurt too. I've been kind of sitting in the same position for an hour. I just don't think I couldn't even swing a golf club right now. Oh, yeah, I told you I had my very first video game system was a Pong. A Pong thing. And it looked like it was all like that wood paneling on the outside, and it's got the 2 little knobs and you just turn them. That was my first gaming. My mom had it. I will, Old Timer Vapes. Thank you for having let's try this one more time. Thank you, Old Timer Vapes, for stopping in. I appreciate you sticking around. Like I said, we're going to be getting off here in about 2 minutes. So you have a wonderful night tonight, and I will say hi. I don't play a whole lot of computer games. I think my favorite games are like Fable. What were these new games I just downloaded on here? I just downloaded one game that kind of looked like Fable. I have figured out, you guys. That's one thing I haven't figured out is how to find the games I downloaded. Oh, it's right there in front of my face. Terra. I just downloaded that. I have Game of Thrones, which I need to try. The Witness I downloaded that one. A King's Tale Final Fantasy I downloaded. So I've got, and there's one more that's coming out that I'm going to download here soon. But it comes out on the 16th. That little guy on the Mixer app right there. Jeremy. Mm-hmm. That guy on the Mixer app looks like that blue monster from the one with Fred Savage. Don't look under the bed or monsters under the bed.
Monsters.
That's what that looks like right there. But with that, you guys, everybody's hopping off. I'm gonna get a hold of a doctor through work and see what I can find out through them first, and see what I should be looking for and talking about, and seeing about that first. I will. But I'll probably be back tomorrow. I kind of took up everybody's time today. nobody else has kind of gone live since. So I am going to hop off here and get some rest and maybe play some games and try and relax a little bit, get these ribs under control because they're really hurting. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you guys all for stopping in. I truly, truly appreciate everyone that stayed with me and hung out and protected me against that one kid. I truly appreciate everybody, though. Thank you so, so much for your guys' likes and follows and hanging out with me today. God bless you guys. Take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow. How's that sound? All right, you guys. Have a great night.
Vladdy wants me to play Fortnite, so you should play Turkey.
I have to go, Evie, to sort out someone's text. They won't wait. Ciao.